We're only a few kilometers in, and I'm already very happy that I decided to take this road. Good morning, everybody, from Jackfish Lake in the Yukon Territory near Ross River and right near the Canol Road. It's very peaceful and quiet out on this lake this morning, and I've heard loons and other birdies and a wolf howl. It's been pretty lovely morning. You may notice that I am not in the same location that I was the last video. And I skipped ahead. I woke up yesterday with a pounding headache and I just was non-functional for half the day, and I just decided to call it a sick day. Made an executive decision. And I felt better in the afternoon, so I did make some progress down the road, but yeah, different location. Bit further down the road and right next to the Canol Road, which we're going to drive today. I need to do a little repair work on my poor map. We're just going to get it vaguely together. Yesterday I was camped on a nice little lake near Carmack's and drove all the way to Ross River, and we're about to start south on the Canol Road. The Canol Road also goes north. The northern portion of the Canol Road dead ends in the Northwest Territories, and as much as I'd love to actually drive that because it looks really pretty, we're headed south. So we are doing the southern portion of the Canol Road, which is a dirt and gravel road that was built by the oil companies for a pipeline. The pipeline is no longer a thing. I guess it was pretty short-lived. The road was built during World War II or shortly after World War II. I'll put it up here. It should be a very lovely drive. With some beautiful scenery, lovely lakes and rivers and such, and I am very much looking forward to it. I pulled off the road for a second because I was seeing a bazillion of these guys, which are an aspen bolete, and we're in aspens. What I'm looking for is a similar mushroom to these. It's not quite the same. Similar mushroom that's growing in spruce and fir. These technically are edible, but a percentage of people who eat them, and I don't know what percentage that is, get vomiting and diarrhea from eating them. And I have not been brave enough to try them. So I just look at them and I go, okay, if it's the season for the aspen boletes, the spruce and fir boletes should be in season 2. I'll show you what they look like. Instead of gills, they have pores on their underside. And these guys, being an aspen bolete, have these little scales on them. And the mushrooms that I'm looking for have reticulations on the stalk, and usually a big fatty kind of stalk, and or stipe as they call it. And these aren't them. The other name, why can't I even think of what they're called? The the name for the things I'm looking for, the common culinary name for the mushrooms I'm looking for, or primarily looking for, is a porcini. And they grow all over the place. and I'm quite certain they grow here, but I just got to get the right kind of forest. I have a little brochure for this road and it points out major points of interest, and supposedly this is a little hike to Lapie Canyon, but it's not marked. That does look like a trail though. And this guy looks super familiar, but I don't know what he is. Okay, this trail is leading away from the canyon, so I'm guessing this isn't the trail because it's leading away from the canyon. So I'm gonna go check up closer to the bridge over the Lapie River and see if I can find something that more looks like a trail. Here's the bridge, and it looks like there might be a trail over there and a trail over there. I'm gonna relocate the Jeep to the other side of the bridge. There's a little bunny rabbit. Hello, bunny rabbit. How are you doing, bunny rabbit? I don't mean to scare you. It's okay. I am not going to eat you. Yeah, I have no eating intentions. You're pretty cool, though. Is this the walking trail? Kind of seems like it could be. Yeah, I mean, that's a trail. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. It is a pretty short walking trail, but pretty darn nice. The trail is a little bit next to a pretty steep drop-off, but obviously gorgeous. We're only a few kilometers in, and I'm already very happy that I decided to take this road. This is my happy place. Look at this beautiful collection of shaggy manes. They are not at the eating stage. They are well past the eating stage. They're just popping up out of the gravel. Shaggy manes are an edible mushroom, but you don't want them when they're in the inky stage. Those are past eating stage, and you'd have to be kind of ready to cook them up real fast, because as soon as you pull them out of the ground, if they're not inky, they're going to turn inky really fast, and you need to cook them before that happens. I mean, we're not very far down the road, but this looks like a really nice camp spot. I think what I want to do is fire up the Starlink and see exactly where I am and what might be ahead of us, because I mean, my goal here is to take my time and enjoy this road. And I would very much enjoy camping right here, right next to that beautiful river. All right, did my homework. And I am only 10 kilometers down this road, so I should probably go a little further. I think we're going to aim for Lapie Lake. Oh, there's a mosquito. That's not a bad view, man. What a beautiful canyon. I can hear water, but I have no idea how far back these waterfalls might be. But apparently there's some waterfalls. There's not much of a trail. Doesn't look like this trail is used much. But let's see what's back here. Some little gem-studded puffballs. That's really interesting. Little tiny blackberries on what looks like some type of moss. So when I was in Tuktoyaktuk, the woman whose house I had dinner at said they collected blackberries, and they weren't like blackberries that we think of blackberries. I'm wondering if those are they. I don't know. Gonna have to do some looking. Getting there. I don't think you can see them without getting your feet wet. So I'm gonna get my feet wet. Really cool. That rivals some of the waterfalls I've seen in the Grand Canyon, and I bet you can climb up higher than that, but being alone, it's probably not a good idea. I got a few mosquito bites doing that little walk. Now, let's go find camp. This is a Yukon government campground. I haven't seen anything about it actually costing money, and see if I see a way to pay. I don't see a way to pay. Oh, and there's a nice picnic table and the lake right there. Yeah, I think that might do. Fired up my mosquito thing right away, and it's drizzling a little bit, so I think I'm gonna put the awning out. But look at this view. Not bad, eh? there's a lot of mosquitoes. I think I'm protected well enough from the mosquitoes. And now it's time to get my wet shoes off and wet socks. I'll have to leave those out to dry. And I think I'm hungry, but I do not feel like actually cooking things. So I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And just like magic, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich has appeared. Just around the corner from the Jeep is the lake. There's 2 little islands out in that lake. This is super cool. Love this campsite. And I think it's time to say goodnight. I'm gonna do some editing and then go to bed. And we'll see you guys in the morning to drive down the rest of the Canol Road. Good morning, guys. It is pretty overcast and drizzly and rainy this morning. You can't even see the mountain that's right there at all. And I thought about, well, maybe I'll just stay here for a day or two and let the rain pass. But I checked the weather forecast and it's gonna be raining for multiple days. So we're gonna start heading down the road. We might not see quite as much today because of all the overcast. And I'm hoping it hasn't made the road soupy. If it does, we'll find somewhere to stop. But yeah, a lot of rain. A lot of water accumulated on my awning. I love those little islands back there. They're really cool. And I wish I could throw my drone up right now because I think I could get some cool shots of that bald eagle right there. Oh, that eagle was like just right there. I know he's going to be just a tiny dot in the camera, but that was really cool. Bald eagle taking off right next to me. Yeah, breakfast this morning is a Cliff Bar. I don't feel like even making a bowl of cereal, so Cliff Bar. While I've been puttering around this morning and getting ready, the sky has actually cleared up for a minute. I mean, not totally clear, but I can fly the drone. So let me show you those islands because they're pretty cool. All right, guys, let's go see what else is down the Canol Road and hope the rain stays away for a little bit. I've dropped down quite a lot in elevation, and we're driving through quite a lot of miles of this pretty thick forest where I only get occasional glimpses of the mountains, and makes you kind of introspective. I just read the news today that some young YouTubers who do adventure overlanding died today in a vehicle accident where they were going on an off-road trail and somehow rolled their vehicle down a hill. I don't remember their names, but their channel was called Toyota World Runners. They were a young couple that explored the world. They were based in British Columbia, but they did the same drive that I'm doing, the Pan American Highway, and they did complete that. They struck me as a nice, genuine couple, and to hear about them dying is rather jarring. And while they were absolutely adventurous, they were never reckless. And I don't think any kind of recklessness played a part in their death. It's just sometimes fate hands you that card, and it really hammers home why I'm doing this trip. Why I decided I'm quitting my job and I'm doing it. It's because you just never know when fate is going to hand you that card and your time is up. And I am mightily determined to live life before I get that card. Everybody's idea of an adventure and what it means to really live your own life is going to be a different thing. But do it. Whatever it is, do it. We're getting into very thick forest now with much bigger trees. Kind of looks like the Pacific Northwest, which we are kind of almost in. So if that makes sense. We have found our camping for tonight. There's a lot of mosquitoes, but that's fine. I'm getting kind of used to them now. This is a Yukon government campground, which is kind of like a Forest Service or a BLM campground back in the States. And I wasn't planning to stay here because it is $20 a night, but I was able to get a really good spot. So it's the only good spot. So that's where we're staying tonight. And I went to fill out the permit and was like, oh, it's all in French. And fortunately, I remember enough written French to fill it out correctly. But then I turned the darn thing over, and on the other side it was in English. Well, good chance to practice learning French again. Quiet Lake is not so quiet today, but it's very pretty. And I've already gotten camp set up because I wanted to make sure I'd be safe from the mosquitoes. And I don't know, maybe I'll make some dinner. I'm very much not feeling like cooking, so making some ramen. I haven't had ramen actually in quite some time. That's my last packet of it from when I very first started this trip 7 months ago. Sometimes ramen just hits the spot. Still a little hot. Need to let it cool down a little bit. But I think that's it for today. I'm gonna finish my ramen and then turn in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Quiet Lake is actually quiet this morning. It's such a beautiful morning. It rained all night last night, but this morning, nice and calm. and I'm all ready to go already. So let's hop in the car and go. Aurora har. We have about 70 kilometers to go today to reach the end of the Canol Road. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in this campground. I had the entire campground to myself. It looks like the rest of the Canol Road is going to be forest. The road does have a fair amount of mud today and potholes. I'm taking a little detour to Lapie Lake, which I could kind of glimpse through the trees. And oh, it's very pretty. But I'm not sticking around for a picnic because there's people camping down here and I don't want to disturb them. And here endeth the Canol Road. And they abandoned a bunch of machinery at the end of the road. It's pretty cool to go explore around the stuff. You can't explore all of it, but you can see some of the cool things that are left behind. The end of the road puts us about an hour east of Whitehorse, and I'm gonna head into Whitehorse and get a shower and do some grocery shopping and laundry and all that good stuff before continuing on. And I think that's it for today. I'm gonna get my butt to Whitehorse and get cleaned up, and we'll see you guys down the road. And I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. If you like this video and you made it this far in and you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button and you'll get to follow along on all the adventures. We'll see you down the road.